Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it at the show. But right now, let's just get into the show. Coco coir. A lot of people like to grow in it. I don't know if that's true. A lot of talk about it and how you grow in it. But Scott and I talked a little bit about this, about how to grow with Nectar for the Gods nutrients in coco coir, but also some alternatives and some reasons you may or may not want to take that path, and how you may be better off in a natural soil, even if you're going for some of the advantages that you feel you might get through the cocoa. So I'd like you to watch the clip, and I'll talk to you after.
Jürgen Lika. Please, any explanation, as he said not to add any... Here's the thing. This is about the pH in cocoa. And I'm not sure what happened if we were not clear in the video, but this is about... cocoa's the same pH as... If you're growing cocoa, you still want to be in the mid-6s with our nutrient.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, I guess though, I think at one point we were saying you should maybe a point less, not one full point like 5, not 6, but
tenth
like
of a point.
6 point, yeah, 10th of a point.
6.5 instead of 6.6.
Yeah, exactly.
But cocoa is about feeding more often, not feeding a different thing or a different scenario.
Well, and I mean, cocoa's really designed for force-fed synthetic, so you can just feed without really relying or worrying about the buildup in the soil as much.
Yeah.
And soil, you're really kind of focusing more on the microbial life that's built into the soil to make sure anything that's left over will still consume it. I'm not. I mean, cocoa's great, but it's that I think people want to get that hydroponic way of growing. But with our line, I still highly recommend using things like microbes and teas and all that with a cocoa base, because you still want that excess to be consumed and digested, so it's not just sitting there residually in the potting soil.
2 questions. One, you personally, if you were going to try to feed more, would you do cocoa, or would you perlite and pumice in your soil more so? And then to try to get more drainage, perhaps, over just doing cocoa, where you're... cocoa the way to go for...
I wouldn't do... I mean, even
no, I mean putting more cocoa and perlite, or more perlite and pumice into your normal soil to get more drainage.
If you want to feed more.
Yeah, if you want to feed more over going to a cocoa.
Soil.
Yeah, so you'd get more of that for a hydroponic type situation than you would over just going with a cocoa mix.
Well, because that type of medium is going to house beneficial bacteria and fungi way more efficiently than just a cocoa medium. So I like to kind of balance on the side, or lean towards the side of protection of the plant in the root zone via microbes. And cocoa was fine, but it doesn't house as much of the microbial field.
If you were using the number 8 and you got a lot of cocoa, or a lot of perlite and pumice in there, you're going to lose more soil as you have more drainage. Or you can even recycle that soil more, or add soil in, top dressing with soil or anything, or is it going to make it all the way through a run with number 8?
Oh, it'll go through a whole run.
But it's not going to be...
You'll be depleted. You'll need to add more peat and cocoa if you're trying to recycle that soil.
Okay. And then if you're doing with cocoa, is it a situation where if you were using Nectar cocoa, you're going to be just fine, but with some other cocos that may not have that salt rinsed out of them, that you may have pH issues, and you may approach your pH differently in that particular situation?
Probably not so much the pH, but strength of food would be the concern there. Because
PMs over the pH.
Yeah, pH is really about the nutrient delivery, not what's in the soil being made available. It's what we're feeding to the soil that's going to be immediately available to the plant. That's why we still maintain that 6.2 to 6.4 range, because we need the calcium to be available. So.
Okay. And that's ultimately, this is all about the calcium, and so no matter what you're putting this in, I mean, could you grow in rock wool or something like that?
Not with our line, it's too thick.
It's just not going to...
Just gum it up and choke it out. Yeah. So, no, synthetic nutrients only for rock wool or teas.
So if you want to have more of a hydroponic kind of situation where you're feeding often, you're going to want to do that with probably number 8. It's going to be better than any of these other situations.
Personally, I like the medium.
If you did not have access to number 8, would you get your regular soil and put some more perlite or pumice in that?
Exactly. Just mix that to 50 or 60% perlite. So get the drainage there with the medium backing. So yeah.
Okay. Good answers.
My opinion.
Okay, what do you think of it? Informative, entertaining, helpful, agree, disagree? Do you grow with cocoa? Have you thought of growing with cocoa? Have you thought, no, never, not going to do it? What are your thoughts about what we talked about today, or anything else involving Nectar or life, the universe, and everything? I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show. It's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.